Yeah, he's out. Still remains to be seen. I have a good idea what I'm going to do, but I'm not going to announce it yet. Yeah, some of the considerations are based on obviously the opponent, right? Like if we're playing against a bigger, more physical center, it's more advantageous for us to have Theis out there to defend him. On the other side of it, having Christian to play some five against guys like that where, on the offensive end for us, he can space, he can pop, he can use his, gifts a little bit easier against, bigger fives. So we kind of have to like mix them together and, the offense defense part where Christian has to use his quickness and use his, length on the defensive end where Theis uses his strength and his physicality on the defensive end. And then the opposite basically on the offensive end. So those are the two things that I really think about when it's big or small. Yeah, it's important for him to get comfortable with Scoot, with, Eric, as you're saying, with everybody. He is growing as a 19-year-old and having his ups and downs, but last game he was good with the basketball and good going downhill and seemed a little bit more comfortable. And that's what we're looking for. We're looking for just like baby steps as far as his comfort level. And being out there with Eric definitely helps him because, Eric's a vet and he knows, what he's trying to do and what he's trying to get to. I mean, there's no secret that we've been struggling to score. So having Garrison Mathews out there and having Armoni Brooks out there at least gives us the ability to stretch the floor a little bit and give us gaps where we can, penetrate, or give us shooting options where once we get to our penetrating pitch game, guys are able to make the shots. So yeah, those two guys in particular kind of stood out.
Coach, for those of us here in New York who haven't seen Sengun yet, what kind of things has he done so far?
Quite a bit. He is a, physical, beyond his years player. He's kind of like an old school kind of post up type guy, but when he catches it at the high post, he makes really good passes, really good plays for his teammates, makes his teammates better, whether he's catching it at the elbow or the top of the floor, has a knack for like bypassing the first handoff and then getting to the second handoff so he has an open side. Just stuff like that based on his, age, 19, you wouldn't expect, but based on his experience playing professionally for such a long time, those are the things that really stand out. His shooting has been better than advertised, right? Like he is starting to hesitate less on those shots and his percentage is actually pretty good. So that would be the next step for him as far as stretching the floor and being more comfortable and confident shooting his perimeter shot. I think it is. I think it is. Yeah, it has to be a big part of the game, especially against the Knicks. They're very good half-court defensive team. So we have to play fast and we have to get the ball down before they get set. Because if we're playing against their set defense the whole night, it would be tough for us. So yeah, pace is going to be a huge part of the game.